Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we are looking at kind of a unusual helmet. This is a Danish M1 clone, and as far as I understand, it's just known as the Danish M1 here in America. It is made either in Austria or Germany, so you'll find shells marked with both. This one is actually an Austrian one, and we'll take a look at those markings in just a moment. It's a very standard M1 helmet that really takes after the US M1. You're looking at a camouflage cover on it that is actually stamped with a NATO NSN number, so it's a NATO standard helmet cover, and the number actually comes back to a Dutch camouflage pattern, which I'm wondering if this is actually proper for this, but there is so much cross-pollination with Scandinavian countries and sort of Northern European countries that you'll find, you know, like this one is a German shell with a Dutch liner and a Netherlands camo cover. That doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of sharing with technology and parts and everything between the countries. In another video, we actually looked at a Norwegian helmet that was made in Austria with a Danish liner and a Norwegian cover and used by Norway. So nothing really to get excited about there. Very standard M1. You've got a gray chin strap here. This actually goes to the liner, and the reason it's gray is we'll take a look in just 1 second here. We'll flip it over, and you can see your liner is a standard US liner, which I believe was made in probably Denmark. They made a lot of these. Really nothing exciting about it, typical M1 style. It is gray though, and that is because this is actually a civil defense helmet. And the giveaway is right here. You have your Danish crown and CF, which actually stands for, I believe, Civil Forverat or something like that. And that's just a civil defense helmet. The interesting thing about these is they are typical combat helmets. They may be for civil defense, but there's nothing, you know, cheap that you would expect about them. They are definitely combat helmets. They are the same as a military helmet. There's your other CF in your shell for civil defense. And if you look here, pull this back, you've got your Austrian maker mark with a 1969 date right there. If you ever see that on an M1 helmet, that is a dead giveaway. It is an Austrian maker. These are nicely marked, nicely yeared. The helmet itself is gray, so it is purpose-built to be civil defense. It was not one that was just made into civil defense as an afterthought. And like I said, they are as strong as any military helmet. Your liner is just a standard gray liner, again, purpose-built to be civil defense. You've got your hole in the front for any kind of insignia. So really, all they did was take a military liner, military helmet, make them gray, mark them for civil defense, and hand them out. I would imagine that in an emergency, these could have been purposely reissued to military units as well. Again, just put your liner in, put your cover on, and there you go. You're good to go fight whoever you need to. You've got a military style helmet, even though it was civil defense. So kind of an interesting economy in materials and the less helmets you have to buy. But these definitely do show up on the American surplus market. They're a little bit uncommon though to find. They're not super valuable, but they are kind of rare if you're looking for one. They're neat helmets if you collect the M1. Just know what you're looking at. You're not looking at an American helmet. You are looking at a very high quality built European one. They are every bit as good as an American M1. They're great for reenacting, and they're just a really interesting part of Cold War history that a lot of people, I think, overlook and don't give them really the interest that they deserve. So if you're a helmet collector, you really might want to look into these because they are fairly inexpensive and it's just an interesting piece to have. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. We will be doing more videos on helmets, on guns, and ordnance in the upcoming days and weeks. If there's anything you'd like to see, put a comment in and like and subscribe, and we'll be doing more. Thanks for watching.